Okay, in this video I'm going to be fighting the Pumpkin Moon. Okay, I already messed up the video. And in this video I'm going to show you my giant setup. Well, it's not really giant compared to what other people have done. But yeah, so I'll start heading over here. I already have my pumpkin-y outfit. Oh, Halloween-y outfit with spooky wings and everything. Spooky armor as my vanity item and stuff. So over here, I have this 1 second timer, and that will activate these super dark traps over here, which will fire the entire way across, going through everything. I have these spear traps for anything up on this really top layer. I have it on the other side of this too. I have these spiky things so that if I ever want to do PvP in here, they hurt a lot. And also down here, these are all what are they called? Spiky ball traps. So they will just be like a minefield of them here, like. And yeah, that's pretty much my setup. And then I have these platforms here. I set them up so they're like, you can just barely see the ground, or like the layer below you. Not for this top thing, but all the other ones. So yeah, I will go walk around and do stuff until it's time for night. Yay. Oh wait. I forgot something. Let me go to my other world. I forgot a pumpkin medallion. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Yeah, everything is back to normal. So yeah, now all I have to do is wait tonight, which is gonna take forever. I'm probably gonna invite someone in at some point to help me get to the final wave. I'll probably get one of my friends to help me. Because this will at least get you to level 10. I've gotten to like wave 10. I've gotten to wave like 13 or something on this. On like my first try, so. And also the stuff I'm using is Godly Vampire Knives, the Legendary Horseman's Blade, and the Godly Possessed Hatchet. You actually get this from the thing, so if you don't have it yet, I'd suggest using the Terra Blade if you have it, or the Tizana. And I use Turtle Armor, which you probably will have by this point. It's good because like the attackers take full damage. I have the spooky wings because they're like the best wings in the game. Star Veil, Arc Shield, so I don't take most of the debuffs in the game. Celestial Stone just improves everything. And the Moon Shell, so like I can turn werewolf and stuff. And put everything to warding, and I have 93 defense from that. And yeah, I do use health potions like the greater healing potions. I think there's greatest healing potions, but I have tons of these, so I'll use them. and ice and the two things that will keep you alive during the final couple waves are the godly vampire knives and the star veil. Those things will keep you alive. If you don't have those items, you are gonna die really, really fast. Because first of all, the star veil makes it so like if an enemy that deals like 1% damage hits you, and then like one that deals like 5,000 damage just hits you right after it, the second blow won't hurt you at all. So that's kind of nice. So like if something's rapid firing you like 5 times, only the first one will hit you. And second of all, the godly vampire knives will um, heal you. So like well, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, yes, I do. I just don't have a script or anything. Scripts don't make sense. The godly vampire knives will heal you, even though, like, when you're fighting, like, several pumpkins, you will still probably die. Maybe. If you're doing it right, you probably won't die. I mean, like, one pumpkin is easy. Several, I haven't actually gone that far. I think that's like wave 15 or something. That starts happening. Because I know like you can get like 5 at a time, and that's like horror. Well, it makes sense for there to be horror in the pumpkin mood. But yeah. Also, the horseman's blade. If you don't have if you can't get a really big setup, the horseman's blade or yeah, the horseman's blade, the only one that I can think of that summons things. Because if you're in a really big crowd and you're hitting like 20 things, like 20 things will spawn, pumpkin heads will spawn a second, and it does tons of damage. And the good thing about this, even though it can only do this, and if you do this, if you're swinging it this way, when you move, you can't swing it that way when you move, because that's just the way it is. But the pumpkin heads will actually, if you're fighting the things over here, the pumpkin heads will sometimes go over to the thing behind you, so it's actually a really, really good weapon. So yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Also, the legendary death sickle would be another good choice, because it could do continuous damage and stuff like that. See, a pumpkin head came and destroyed it. Goodbye, pumpkin head. And also, like, the horseman's blade is like the best weapon, like ever in Terraria, because it does like massive damage. It doesn't do as much as a Terra blade, but it will do. But the pumpkin heads do pretty much the exact same damage, killing it really easily. Also, the possessed hatchet is good because you can just do this. It tracks on, even if you're firing in the completely wrong direction. Yeah, the only bad thing about the horseman's blade that it doesn't heal you, but the godly vampire knives do. So that's why I choose to use the godly vampire more after wave whenever the morning would start coming. They are pure evil. The pumpkins actually at least look evil. The morning would just look creepy. Oh, it's still not night. Oh, come on. Okay, I guess I'll just show you this in action now. Also, I'll show you once there's some more spiky balls out. I'll show you full damage that you can take from it. Doesn't look like a lot, but I have the Star Veil on, so only like one of them is doing damage. Or a couple of them. Not the entire force of them. I'll just drink a health pot. Yeah, so these will come down and hit through there. It's actually quite... If you're standing here with the pumpkin, it'll hit the pumpkin, but it does like almost no damage to him. That's the bad thing. So I'll turn that off for now. I mean, like, you could exchange the godly... I mean, you could exchange the possessed hatchet for a... okay, what is it called? Paladin's hammer. But that one doesn't track your enemy, so you really have to... I mean, it moves faster. I mean, it moves much faster. But the tracking is so useful. Like, even like if you're right here, if there was an enemy right up there, it would like boomerang around and hit it up there. It is oh so useful. Also, I tried filling this thing with lava, but it wouldn't work. So if you have a really big area, I suggest not trying to fill it with lava unless like your entire inventory is filled with buckets and like you have like 2 other people helping you just with their inventory just filled with lava. Buckets, lava. Okay, I will now show you what I mean. Sort of. Like that. It'll boomerang up around. And like, if there's an enemy close by, it will actually go farther than this distance to just try to get it. So it's actually a much longer range than it's advertised. And also, the thing that you could do out, like, you could change out the, like, you could change out the moon shell for a, boots or, sniper scope if you're gonna do long range, something like that. But everything else I would keep for anything ranged, melee, or, a mage. I'd keep these the same, except maybe the moon shell. And for each class, you either want arcane, warding, or I forgot what it is for oh yeah, I need to turn back on this machine. Like whatever it is for like critical strike chance. There we go. Probably should have put some torches down. I'll go do that. Okay, now we can begin the fight. And these things will take out the little minions, but you still should do it so you can fight them so you can progress through the waves faster. So yeah, I'm not going to be commentating a lot on this, only once we get to new stuff, so yeah. Each wave will have an X number of enemies, new enemies, old enemies, um, different number of enemies. Yeah, you can also get tons and tons of loot from this, which is why you do it. What's this? I just got something. Scarecrow hat. See, that's the full effect of this thing. Of the thing. Of the arena. Yep. Wave 4 is right. Morning wood. I probably didn't say it before, but I thought of number 4 being when the morning woods came. And they are when you seriously want to start using this thing badly. I mean, I don't see them yet, but... Here one is. I want to lead him into the trap. Spiky ball, so he takes all that extra damage. Even just without me, look at all that damage he's taking. Usually without it, with the vampire knives, it'd take you at least a couple minutes to defeat him. Now it took me like, I don't know, 30 seconds to kill him or something. It is easy to defeat the things with this, except for the pumpkin. Those you still have to fight head on. And hello, Morningwood. Bye bye, Morningwood. I think it's like wave 7 or 8 that the pumpkins come. Yeah, so it might be next wave. And also the scarecrows usually only come during the first couple waves. Oh look, the torches are flashing on and off. Because I had to put wire through there. So if you do not have the vampire knives, this will be really hard for a tank. Okay, these morning ones are pretty much like a downgraded golem, and the pumpkins are about as between. Okay, it's more powerful than Skeletron. It's less powerful than Skeletron Prime. That's how powerful it is. That's pretty much like Skeletron, except those giant scythe things on his hands will glow and yeah, like that, and start spinning towards you. I suggest if you're a tank, which I'm doing for this entire video, what was I gonna say? I forgot now. Is staying completely still, or else you'll just run into those things before they even get to you. So you'll take that extra damage. And the good thing about having all the traps and stuff is that you can just focus on the big things like pumpkins and stuff, and you don't have to worry about the little enemies like, I don't know, like the scarecrows or something like that. And there will be enough hearts down here so that you can survive while trying to pick up the loot. I made this out of lizard blocks because, so I can throw bombs or stuff down there. I really don't recommend using bombs against this thing. I really suggest using traps and stuff. Because if you don't use, the bombs can still destroy your traps and stuff, but they just won't destroy the brick. So that means all your traps will be useless if you throw a bomb down or something. Here's a pumpkin. Here's a pumpkin. Pumpkin. looking. And you really can't stop to look at your inventory or anything while you do this, or else you will take so much damage that if you don't have the vampire knives, it'll take forever to regen back. Or if you're not using potions. As you can see, my vampire knives are hitting a ton, so I don't really need to use a potion at all. And another good way to do this is having minions and just using the spooky armor or the tiki armor or anything like that. But I wouldn't suggest it. Like this necromantic scroll, like if you fight that during the first one, you could use it to increase your number of minions or whatever it does for minions. Also, the spooky armor and the tiki armor are just for minions, like. But I have absolutely no idea how to get minions, so I haven't been able to do that. I mean, it would be nice to just fight this with minions. Here, there's a really good method for fighting it with minions. Like, you just put like a slime statue down, like you take that while your minions do all the damage, like the pygmy staff or something like that. Or the raven staff, I mean. Is that the pygmy staff? No, I think the pygmy staff's something else. So yeah, you can get quite a lot of loot from this. Like you get the spooky hook, the spooky twig, the pumpkin cannon, something like that. The pumpkin launcher, that's it. And a lot of those things are drops from the pumpkin. You can get like the scarecrow armor. You can get the necromantic scroll. You can get a spooky twig, which is needed to actually to make the spooky wings. You need like, I don't know, like, oh, I think it's day now. Yeah, it's day now. I'll just go collect up all this loot. Turn this off. So yeah, you can also get like the cursed sapling from it too, which is this little pet that's following me around. He's spinning. Yeah, that thing. So yeah, in total, I had like 600 pieces of this before. To make the spooky armor, you need like 250 for this. I have no idea how much for the chest plate. I think it's like 350 for that. And that's like 600 for just the helmet alone. Yeah. Well, the helmet does look really cool, so. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure it's better than the tiki armor. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. Probably not. But it and the tiki armor are the two, I think, only things for minions. So if you want to start your minion army, I suggest fighting the pumpkin moon, like I just did, as a tank, a DPS person, like I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, like a ranged, or as I'm doing, a melee or a mage. A mage is like, if you use the Spectre armor, it is the best armor ever, but unfortunately the Spectre armor is really hard to get. And also, you'll use up mana pots like crazy and have to spend 5 million platinum coins on just the mana potions alone, so it's really not worth it. I mean, like, if you do the tank version exactly like I did, you should not die at all from this. Even if you don't have the traps or stuff, you still shouldn't die if you had the armor and stuff I had. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.